All right, this is Uptick Talk, episode 2. We have a couple of special guests this time, Johnny, aka the Spilt Ink, who may be familiar to some of the Uptick community, and Danny Love, Brian as well. Thanks for joining us. The theme for this show is to talk about the upcoming Tokyo Art Tank Volume 8 event. Johnny, I was hoping we could start with you. If you could introduce yourself and tell us a bit about the event you've been organizing.
Okay, well, Tokyo Art Tank is an all-inclusive art event. It includes anybody and everybody who is interested in art. We've got artists from all over the world, also including people from Japan. It's a pretty fantastic event, and we call it Tokyo Art Tank because basically it's like a fish tank. And when you go to an aquarium, you see a fish tank. The best fish tanks have fish that are from many, many different kinds of, waters, right? You've got flounders, you've got dolphins, you've got sharks, you've got all sorts of fish, and they're all swimming together in unison, in unity. And that's kind of like what we're trying to do right here with Tokyo Art Tank is bring fish, many different kinds of beautiful fish together to swim in unity. And and it's been an absolutely amazing ride. And this is episode or volume number 8. And this is the first time we're doing it with an international artist from outside of Japan. And we're bringing in the fabulous Danny Love from Brooklyn, New York, who's going to showcase his amazing artwork. And we are so thrilled to have him showcase his artwork for the first time in Japan. And it's going to be absolutely spectacular. Danny, now you can take the mic.
Yeah, that was a great intro. Speaking of fish tanks, I was thinking, what kind of fish am I? No, a big fish. So no, I'm excited to come out to Tokyo. I think what I do is I kind of paint on the street everywhere. It's called in plein air with my easel, and I sit down and blast music. And I don't think Tokyo is ready for me. So I'm gonna come and I'm gonna paint on the street. I'm gonna blast my New York City hip hop, and something will happen. I don't know what that is, but something will happen from it. I know Tokyo is going to be an amazing city experience, people, culture shock for me a little bit, but I'm up for it. New York's a pretty big place too. It's not like I'm coming from the middle of the country in farmland, Nebraska or something. But I'm looking forward to collaborating with other artists while I'm there, working the entire time while I'm there, networking with people and seeing opportunities that I didn't see. But that's the whole point of living, right?
Yeah.
Is to just go about it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on. When do you get into town, Danny? When do you arrive?
I think November 28th.
Okay.
For a week.
Yeah.
Because I'm currently one of my jobs is I build and design golf courses, and I'm on a project right now. So I was able to sneak out for about 7 days before I get the tongue lashing. But that's exciting. I'll be there from November 28th to December 5th. Mm-hmm. I imagine there's a whole bunch of things lined up from Johnny. And it's going to be awesome. Yeah. Every day is going to be something,
Yeah, totally.
3 words. Fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, they don't know.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, it's just going to be a lot of exposure, especially on Instagram or Instagram Live. I'll be painting the entire day, so I imagine people are going to tag me. It's going to the 4 days leading up to the event. It should be just good press being out on the street painting like I do. So you never know if a news outlet's going to pick me up or some famous TikToker in Japan walks by me. It'll just explode from there.
For sure. I'm really impressed, Johnny, the way you've been promoting this. So online, if you search for Tokyo Art Tank Volume 8, lots of stuff pops up. I saw some UK sites. It's in Japan, a few different sites. Does that take a lot of effort to get that out, or how do you do that?
I don't sleep. I drink a lot of coffee. That's about it.
That's cool, man. It's good. It's going to be awesome.
We're all over SNS. We're all over the place. We're in a couple of magazines out here. We're in, I think, all the English-speaking digital magazines out here, English and Japanese. And I feel that even though I've been promoting for the last month and a half, I think I've got so much to do. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Hey, Danny, what's your experience with shows and exhibitions? Do you do a lot of that, or?
I started to do a little bit more in New York with group shows.
Yeah.
I do graffiti as well, so I'm trying to infiltrate that kind of world. And the only way to get anywhere in life, honestly, is just to be present and to be yourself. So I've been just going to shows, participating, being generous. I'm visiting like Massachusetts and like Boston. I have a few galleries out there. So right now I have 3 galleries that kind of represent me, and I drop them off work, and they're great. They sell me some paintings every once in a while. I drop by and get a check. So like, I guess you just try to project what you want in life. I always saw myself as like having a few galleries, wanting my work in all different styles, and I'm trying to paint every single day like a Kobe Bryant Mamba attitude. And that's getting me places. I mean, I'm going to Japan for a show, so I'm trying to do that more, because it's easy just to say, "Oh, my work's terrible, no one likes it," or no one cares about me, when you really don't go out and try. So the minute you actually go out and try and you get reception, that's wonderful. Makes you want to do it more. But like I said, I paint every day outside. So I've been selling a lot of paintings just off of my easel on the street, because I guess I talk a pretty impressive game, and people just want a piece of me. So, and you know, to say it like that. But yeah, I have this show coming up. I have another show in like Cape Cod next year. I'm just trying to stay busy.
Sweet. It's good. It's
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, I plan on being like the entire summer next year, painting every single day. I put that aside. I block it out so I could paint 20 hours a day. So from the minute I wake up, I paint all day, hang out with friends, chase women around, and then do graffiti at night, and then go to bed.
That's
so
pretty full on.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep either, huh?
It's not a work if you love it. I mean, I actually really love it. And it's so typical and cliche to say that stuff. If you like what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. But I never saw it as work. You know.
I like your attitude. It's good. Have you given the NFT space a try, Danny? Have you tried out NFTs, or what's your take on that?
So I'm a little torn with that, because one way I observed is when you're old and you try to be ignorant to new technology, it never really works out for anybody. But on the other hand, there's something to be said about what I'm trying to master, is that old world in plein air painting, like live in front of you, where it's the same concept as when a violinist plays or a pianist is amazing. Your hair stands up a little bit. You know, there's some primal, innate like characteristic in us that appreciates mastery. So I always wanted to be the best like painter I could be. Whereas that being said, last year I created an NFT, trying to get into that world at Art Basel, seeing if I could get sponsored by Tezos Coin, was another coin on the blockchain. And I created like an NFT called, like, I think Trust the Process. I painted a time-lapse video of a Dom Perignon bottle and we minted it, and it's probably on sale somewhere online. But that was my only experience. And I have a few people hit me up that want to buy my paintings in versions of NFTs. But I'm not really tech savvy, so I'm not gonna put myself in that kind of in that scene. Like, I know what I'm doing. So I guess that's kind of the hardest part for an older artist, is to understand the technology and to use it appropriately without being duped, without having someone steal your wallet, or that fear, which exists. You know, make the wrong step and it's gone. But there's so much positive about it, and we're in the beginning stages of it. So there's definitely going to be NFTs utilized forever in our existence. It's just they're going to change appearance as to what they are. That's my personal belief. Whether it be tickets, or I know Nipsey Hussle was playing with the idea of selling T-shirts that were NFTs that also gave you a link to his album. Like, that idea of, there's so much versatility within like the idea of linking things together and taking proprietary rights forever. You know, taking like that little point of sale every time it switches hands. But like, I'm not too educated in NFTs. I'm not gonna lie. But it's hard to ignore them as in the art world at the moment. They made a huge splash, and I feel like everyone's been into that. So it's like a gold rush. If you don't have the right materials to pan the gold, it's really hard to get the gold out. You know?
Yeah. I'm glad you've given it a try. At least that's good. It's a lot better than a lot of people. Yeah, Brian, you want to chime in with anything there?
Yeah, I think, oh yeah, I just listen. I feel the passion from you guys. I'm pretty inspired, right, all the time. So, talking about NFT, I do agree. So, even though currently people see it's a digital art piece can be traded on the marketplace. But that's not just that, right? So basically, NFT can be a tool, can link a lot of things together. So that's something we're really looking for. So I remember before I show John and Johnny the metaverse space. It's a different form of art gallery, digital art gallery. So, but maybe in the gallery, so it's not just directly for trading, but it's a showroom, right? So it's an extension of your physical showroom to the digital world, and also even after this exhibition, so people can still visit and to interact and maybe follow up the works. So that's something I think we will see more real life use cases to build on top of NFT. So that will be more interesting and more realistic to the traditional artist and also digital artist to live in this mixed world, I would say. So digital and physical. So we should not just purely go into the digital world and also use crypto as a currency to trade. So that's the core element of that, but there's more than that we explored. So even though on Johnny's show, so I exhibition, I was talking to John, right? So what we can do to bring people on to this NFT. So obviously, most people, most visitors, maybe they are not familiar with NFT, or maybe they heard some bad things about crypto and NFTs, right? So we should not to duplicate that. We should introduce good sides to the visitors, and also maybe the art gallery, the curators, whatever. So for example, NFT can be a functional membership pass for people to go to your gallery to pick up, and then they are part of your community, right? So that's something we can do. We don't need to directly sell the art piece in front of the guests because they are not familiar with that. But they can start from that, right, to get your membership, get to your souvenir NFTs. So then you can follow up, expand your world in the digital space. Yeah, so there's a lot of things I'm thinking. So I'm so glad I have John and you guys around. So yeah, I can see a lot of insights will come in.
Nice.
I got a question. Before this interview, you showed us a little glimpse of the metaverse, like Web 3.0. Danny, you missed it. It was absolutely amazing. And anyway, it was kind of like a virtual gallery that was really, I mean, the quality was spectacular. And
you want to see it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, please.
Let me share. Yeah, let me share my screen.
Okay, and my question is, probably we don't have enough time for this show, but for future shows, is it possible to have like a metaverse gallery of the actual physical gallery, so people can actually buy the NFTs of the paintings that are being shown using VR goggles, and they can walk around their home, their apartment, their backyard, and actually go from room to room to room? Is that possible?
Well, absolutely, it's possible. I think that's the directions the industry is working on, because without a good visual experience, it's difficult, right, to bring people into so-called digital world. So we also need to have very good interactions over there, right? Because we don't want to go to a video game, so it's a very different experience. For example, this is prototyping. So this is an art gallery.
Yes.
So basically, you can have your own avatar and walk in the gallery to look around. Mm-hmm. So Yeah, this is a great work from Johnny. So because it was published on the Uptick marketplace. So here we just so people can go here and see the work, and if they are interested, they can go to the websites to see the details. Otherwise, they can just keep browsing the gallery. So yeah, so this is the kind of a user experience we really want to bring to the guests. Otherwise, people will get tired, right? So and also for the people to visit this gallery at the same time, they will have the chance to talk to each other, chat with each other.
That's
and also the curator, you can also introduce the gallery, the works behind the scene. You can even turn on the audio to just talk to them, right? They will listen while they are browsing the gallery. Yeah, that's something we are doing the experiment right now. Yeah, so I think that's something good because the physical show will always have a time limit and a space limit. So that's good for the offline traffic people, right, to meet in physical. But again, we should bring them into your online space. That's expandable a lot, right? So even you can walk in the golf course and while you are browsing the art gallery. Yeah, that's so. For example, if I turn on here, if the buyers or collectors are really interested, they can jump into the physical exact marketplace page to browse the details and pay for that, even or say their favorite one, right? To star it, heart it. Yeah, so that's something I want to share with you.
2 thumbs up, man. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think what you're doing and what you're designing is just super, super cool. I think that is definitely going to revolutionize not just the art market, but many different markets. Like, I mean, it could go anywhere. It could go to like, shops that sell t-shirts, sneakers, this, that, and the other thing. So, but I think just for us right now, focusing on artwork, I think it's great for the galleries. I mean, having a physical gallery and at the same time having a virtual metaverse gallery where you could have like maybe I think for our Saturday show, we're gonna have maybe, I don't know, maybe like 3,000-4,000 people in there, right? And then on the metaverse gallery, we could have maybe 10,000 people in there, So I mean, this could be game changer, in the next maybe in the next 6 months for my next show, but or maybe next year. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
For sure.
It'd be to create an NFT print situation where you make 100 prints of your painting and maybe just sell them for I don't know the currency exchange, but maybe not a lot of money, and divide it by 100, and everyone could get a piece of that gallery show. That's an interesting, as far as where NFTs could go. Does it have to be one NFT, or can you make a series in one?
Could be one, it could be 100, it could be 200.
Yeah, that's an interesting show alone. Like you could pick one Think Tank 8, presents, or maybe it's one of my pieces, maybe it's another person's piece. And then, experience they could buy in the gallery. And maybe trying to make it really, really low price so that people aren't scared to pay for it. So what's $5 really, as opposed to 500 or 1,000 or 1 Ethereum,
Yeah,
there is a huge market for it, in my opinion. It's just finding the right use for it.
Yeah, I think there's currently we're in a very, very early stage of NFT. So there's still a big room to grow, especially the art community, the business community. They need to walk into this NFT space, right? So to define a better use cases and around it, so make it more practical, right? To link into our daily business. Yeah, that's something I see it's already happening. But yeah, it might take a little bit more time, but that's the directions.
I know there's an artist in America. His name is Tristan Eaton, and he produced NFTs, about 3,000 of them, different images, but with the ability to burn them for a physical copy. So he would off the NFTs if you decide so, and he'd send you the print of his actual piece, which is worth money in real life as well, not just the NFT. So he had a genius concept. So he sold them all out. You know, what's 3,000 times $500 each. So you avoid that middleman. Take that, like the same thing as Instagram is doing right now, where you can sell direct to customers. That hasn't been the case for artists for been a long time. And NFTs is like another bridge for that exact thing. And you know that because I bought one of his pieces and I haven't burned it yet, with the idea that maybe I'll be the last couple people having one and they'll be worth a little bit more. But that sold me right there. Boom. I was like, it's not just an electronic piece of art anymore. Now it's tangible. You could like take it out of the, because personally I don't have a space right now that I'm living in. I bounce from place to place, but I like art. So NFT wallet's a perfect place to kind of keep my art for the next 5 or 10 years until I need it on a wall somewhere. And I know the out in Tokyo space is kind of limited, so that could be also a great idea. Is the whole, you know, you hold your piece of art until you have your own place in your wallet.
Definitely. Hey Johnny, are you going to have QR codes for your works at the event, or what's your plan for NFTs?
My plan regarding QR codes, I haven't gotten that far. I'm still working on the promotion.
Yeah.
This show is huge. I've got all my artwork completed. I've got half of it framed. And when it comes to NFTs for this show, I'm very excited and like minting a couple of them, but I'm not sure if I'll do it for all of them. I got a couple that are really sick that I'm definitely going to mint, but at this point in time, that's a tomorrow job.
Yeah, I know you're super busy, but at one of your previous shows, you know, you were giving out some freebies like these postcard size for the, you know, the early birds. And I think it's great, but you know, it's kind of limited. On the one hand, it costs money to print them out. Also, once you give it to someone, you don't know where that goes. But if you had like an NFT version that was free, then you could contact them about all the future shows that you do. And like, it's just 10 times better, you know. You're not making money that day, but like it sticks with them forever, you know. And you know, you do shows under different names, different places, and you can always reach those people through the NFT marketplace.
So let me get this straight. So basically I take one of my paintings, I mint it as an NFT, and I make, let's say, only 20 copies, and those copies are free, right? And so when people come in, I have a QR code, and they're like, hey, what's up? I like your work. You're like, awesome. Here's a QR code here, and they scan it, and then they buy, or they get a free NFT. And then in that way, we're kind of connected, right? Where I can contact them, they can contact me, just like Messenger, Facebook, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a bond. And they also have a free NFT of mine. And so pretty much that's kind of a cool way to kind of spread the word about the show, about my artwork, and so on. And also, you know, people that come in, they're kind of like stoked that they get a free NFT, especially if they have never received or bought or even known anything about NFTs. So it's kind of like a new experience for them. That's a great idea.
I think all the artists should do it. I tried to reach out to some of them, and some people said, "Oh, I don't know about NFTs, or I don't like NFTs." But it could even just be like a business card. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, you know. But just to make that connection, that's what networking is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Actually, you don't really need to use a real artwork to make a 20 copies to sell it. Actually, you can make a special edition of a postcard, right, for this show. So this postcard you can even mint for 100 or 200 volume. So that's a gift for the visitors, right? So that's kind of build a future relationship. Yeah,
that's a great idea. Danny, write this down.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I was actually thinking about doing a lot. Cool. It would be cool to paint a live NFT in the gallery that day as a piece of art. Where I get a camera behind me and doing the time lapse, and I do of the paintings in the gallery or just all the people. I think that could be a cool, whatever it is, to like, I don't know, there's a saying, just kind of be the person you want to be. So like, as ridiculous as it seems, Sometimes you just got to do a live NFT painting in the middle of the gallery, and then people are like, oh my God, what is that? What's going on? Can't be scared of it, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm.
Yeah. Well, even the pictures, Joe, this make me remember we can just take some pictures during the show, right? So that's part of the digital image we can publish as an NFT. So that's kind of like a broadcast to the world, right? So yeah, so just like an NBA Top Shot, right? So that's a special moment in a game. So we can capture some special moment in the show. So it can be short video or can be just a picture. So because that's unique, right? So for the people who didn't visit, they never have such experience over there.
That's why I love your metaverse gallery at the same time the gallery is going on, because how many times have you heard of an art show and you couldn't go because you're too busy, or you have to work, or you have to be somewhere else? Don't give someone an opportunity to just drop in and check it out for 5-10 minutes. I love that. Like bringing art to the unprivileged. You know, if you're privileged enough to be out on a Saturday at the gallery and like you get to come and hang out, that's cool. But not everyone's privileged. So bringing art to the other side of the world too. Yeah.
And also it's kind of like scale to the global space, right? So it's not just a region. So that's awesome. You can still sit on the island, but browsing the gallery in New York or Tokyo, right? So that's awesome experience.
That is
goggles.
Well, think about all of Japan. You like branding this idea of Tokyo Think Tank or Art Tank. Eventually, you're going to get a lot of steam with the amount of promotion you're making, like a snowball going downhill. And all these tools are proper in scaling to be one of the biggest things in Japan. You know, it just makes sense. What you're building, you know, you build it, they will come.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, I think Tokyo Art Tank is going to be an absolutely amazing event, and I'm really happy that we're doing NFTs in this show. And actually, kind of a cool thing that you were just talking about is live painting and having a video camera actually recording that and then possibly making that into an NFT. I mean, it's kind of perfect because you and John are going to be right next to each other at the show. So, I mean, if you guys want to work together behind the scenes and do some kind of really cool, creative kind of stuff, yo, I'm all about it. And yeah, I think that'd be absolutely amazing, you know? So yeah, if you guys want to do it, go for it.
Or even the days leading up to the show, every day I'm sitting outside painting with my easel. I could set up the video, let people know what I'm doing, so it's more interesting. And like that's just the advertisement for the couple days leading up to it, and then just do a painting at the show, set up a bottle of beer or something, or do something really like a simple time lapse, which is really no problem to me. And to everyone else, it's just like, you know, watching someone play a guitar that's the best guitarist in the world. To them, it's nothing, but to you, you're like oozing and goozing over there with excitement. So the arrogance comes out a little bit, but but I try.
Yeah, awesome. So offline, Danny, maybe we'll talk. Maybe we'll make a plan for that when you get over here.
Yeah, I think on a Monday. I arrived the next day on a Tuesday at like 3 p.m.
Yep.
Okay.
Afternoon.
Cool.
Yep. We could meet up and have a couple drinks and peruse.
Sounds good.
Show me the good spots.
Yeah, man.
We've got everything planned out, Danny.
So, Johnny, are you going to do a YouTube broadcast on the show?
YouTube, you know what? We've got 2 photographers and we've got 1 professional videographer that's going to be making a documentary of this show. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm gonna let them do all the work, and eventually we're gonna have something up on the internet. Live stream, I think there's gonna be a lot of people live streaming. I think there's gonna be a lot of photographs, a lot of Instagram action happening. It's gonna be full on. Maybe if I have the time. I mean, I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be doing my thing, and I'm also gonna be like talking to a lot of people and making sure that everything's working out okay. And I mean, if I do have some time, I will take a couple of photos. But we've got a full bar there, and all drinks are 600 yen. And Danny, 600 yen for you is like $3. And we don't tip in Japan, so basically $3 means $3, right? So,
So
if you
when I
get
tip
10
in
drinks.
Japan, I look like a crazy guy.
Dude, if you tip in Japan, they're gonna think that you like maybe they did something wrong. They're like, oh, did I do something wrong? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Seppuku. It's be terrible. You're gonna ruin the day for everybody. Yeah, keep your money in your pocket, man. So yeah, it's gonna be a great time for you. I'm gonna be borrowing money from you, by the way. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so I'm gonna be drinking, I'm gonna be working like the floor, and I'm gonna be like introducing my artwork, and probably introducing a lot of people to Danny Love, because like a lot of people are asking about him, like, oh my God, Danny Love, when is he gonna come to Japan? I'm like, don't worry, Tuesday, 3:00. He'll be there.
Yeah, there. John, what currency do you exchange the NFTs on in Japan?
With Uptick, they use mainly IrisNet, the Iris token.
Currently it's used a public change token called Iris token. So, but at the same time, we're expanding that to different type of tokens, like Atom is from Cosmos public chain, and also in the future through the bridge, we will provide like a USDT and ETH token. But above that, actually, we are also trying to add the fiat payment. I mean the real money, so option on top of the marketplace, because most people they are not really crypto users, right? But they love to join the marketplace, NFT marketplace. So fiat payment is a good options for them. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Because I would like to give an option where you can buy the NFT, but so the way I've been dealing with John is if they want to buy the NFT from me, they could buy the real painting and then get a photo and they can make the NFT themselves. But I guess that's kind of the wrong attitude. It should be the painting comes with an NFT. It is the NFT, and then maybe destroy it, or you could have the physical copy for yourself.
Yeah. But actually, I feel so for the physical art work and the digital, we don't have to make them sometimes we don't have to make them one-to-one exact same to burn one or keep another one. So another play is the digital NFT is just a certificate, the proof of ownership certificate of this physical artwork. Right, so they come with a pair. So in the future, the collectors who can show this pair, that means they are the real owner of this NFT. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of ways we can play with NFT. Yeah.
That's genius. I like that certificate of authenticity.
Okay, maybe we'll wrap it up there. Any other comments, Johnny? It's going to be happening really good on the weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday is when there's going to be live music.
Oh yes, Tokyo Art Tank. Let me talk a little bit more. Tokyo Art Tank is going to start on November 27th, and it's going to go until December 4th. And we have a lot of activities that are happening throughout the week. For example, on Wednesday, we have a free yoga class. We've got 2 Japanese yoga professionals who are going to be doing yoga and teaching yoga in one of the gallery rooms. And that's going to be an amazing experience because it's going to be enlightening for the mind, eyes, heart, and soul. And yeah, if you want to RSVP for that, definitely just Google Tokyo Art Tank Volume 8 and just go to the email and contact me or to one of them on one of the links. And then also on the following day, we've got a art teacher coming in. He's a traditional art teacher who's gonna teach like perspective, and that's pretty amazing. And that's gonna be absolutely free. And then on Friday, we've got 5 bands coming in, and they're rock and roll and acoustic bands. We got actually an Afro jazz band coming in. It's acoustic, 5 bands. So it's acoustic rock. And it's going to be amazing and an absolutely fantastic show. And actually, one of the bands is actually on tour from Toronto, Canada. He's in Japan for like 5 days, and I got him booked just for our show, just for one day. And everything, the yoga, the art school, and then the bands, it's absolutely free. And then, of course, on Saturday and Sunday, those are the hardcore gallery days. So if you want to check out the gallery and just see everything like in its all, Saturday and Sunday are the days to visit, but we've got a lot of stuff and a lot of wonderful activities happening all throughout the week.
Awesome. Awesome. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Any other comments, Danny, before that we cut it off?
No, I'm excited to come hang out and meet everyone.
Okay.
And spread vibes and positivity. That's all.
Thanks for making time for this. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Brian, anything else?
Oh, I'm looking forward to your party. So keep me posted, right? So on the internet.
Definitely, man.
Can you make it
definitely.
over,
Thank you.
Brian, or maybe not this one?
Well, could be a surprise, but I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Keep us on our toes, Brian.
Be looking for you.
Great.
Okay.
All right. Have fun,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye-bye.